What's up, people?
You're locked into the
2 Pro 1 Slow podcast. Brought to you by
kexunderwear.com.
the best underwear in the action sport game.
Where you been?
Boom. Struggling working.
Oh, because you've done 3 days at work this week.
Four.
And this is what ends up happening.
No, I was ill before the start of the week. That's what, mentally, I've really had to push through.
Right, we're back. I think I don't even know the episode number. It's been that long, but yeah, it's
really nice to be back.
It's been so long.
Well, we actually said, me and Bill in our last one when it was in our office because all the stuff was still over there from Gypsy Tales.
It wasn't meant to be back here.
We weren't coming back to the workshop, but the studio's not ready yet, so we're back here for now.
OG in the garage. Hi, hi everyone.
Back where we started off. Again, no notes, nothing because Billy just said, shall we do a podcast? About 3 hours ago.
I'm probably not going to see my child tonight because I've come here straight from coaching.
Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I won't see my kid. But we got a podcast, and I'm happy to be back.
Do you think he'll be bothered?
No, I thought it's quite nice to have you two back. I've been quite lonely this week. Billy's been gone a bit, and I generally thought, friends. Got friends again. So it's good.
So for anyone that's wondering what's happening, that's in the bin, that. Yeah, me and Billy have been away at everywhere. Germany for the last round of the Super Enduro, Spain for a Red Bull photo shoot, and then, nice friend I decided I wouldn't leave Billy with it, and I said I'll help you drive your van 20 hours back from Barcelona.
It's proper lived the Bill lifestyle the last week. He's exhausted, aren't you?
I am. But
you're exhausted this week too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm having this because my throat's sore. So the ice is helping my throat, but...
Well, why don't we have a bit of a structure then? Why don't we go back to the start of the year, because we haven't really spoke about anything. Why don't we start? We'll build you up and then tear you straight down. Why don't we start with the British Championship, first round?
We can start with me if you want. Obviously, I've not been on one, I don't think, since Christmas, and you boys have just done one, haven't you?
Oh, have you not done nothing?
Well, I think you've only done one.
Yeah,
we
true.
only did that one.
Well, we did. The last one you was on with the Doc Wild before Christmas, in between the Christmas and New Year break.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's been happening all the start of this year?
Well, just what people have seen. I guess most of the people who listen to this have seen a vlog every now and again, whether you've seen them all or one or another. But
doesn't seem to be one from last week.
No. Well, I actually filmed one last week, and it's quite good. Like, I generally put a lot of effort in, maybe too much, because it's almost like if I release it now, it's fucking...
What, the MX National?
Yeah, it's quite a good vlog. But we'll start... obviously, Ed's not been around to edit it, but I did film, and it would be quite good. But we've been, working hard for racing, riding a lot with my team through the pre-season stuff. I've done a lot down at Jake Nichols' house. I'm sure you've all seen quite a lot of videos there. That was been great, riding with Jake. And other than that, just...
We did do the monotonous grind, didn't we? We didn't really do anything other than ride and train in the videos. There was no enduro days out. No, nothing fun really. It was just putting the hours in.
No, you have to put a bit of work in every now and again. So felt good doing that. Then we had the first race. But nothing really to report on. It's been just generally getting ready for racing. So we raced at Cullum. Ed come there, filmed that one. You've probably seen the vlog. That was a success. It came quite easy. I've worked hard before, and I felt that when I was on the track. Did you see that one, Bill, or not? Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I watched most of that video. I did all right. I actually watched your live stream from
Cullum.
Did I watch both races? I definitely watched the first one.
See me tearing up the side of the track?
Yeah, I seen you.
That was a bit of
off-track excursion.
Bit of a...
Well, no, I actually missed it at the time, and then they said on the commentary that there was a protest going in, or there was questioned something or whatever. But then, like on the second or third last lap, I seen a few other people going up the side and on that peg. So I guessed it was from there, but I seen there was that many tyre marks and there was no posts left on that bit of track. I guessed everyone had done it, so I assumed nothing was going to come of it. And then Ed rang us on his way home in the dark saying, "Oh, we've only just left the track now," because there's been all kinds of confusion.
Yeah, there's a big delay, hour and 20-minute delay.
Big palaver going on.
Yeah, it was, but ended up... it was my fault. I missed a track marker. The way the track was, I sort of I was doing that line last year. There was a sort of bank there, so obviously you couldn't cut the track. But with how it was, the line sort of formed. I went out wide in the corner beforehand, switched up and sort of clipped the side. And a couple of laps I missed out a marker, and then I sort of got my line figured out, and I was just on the very edge of the track. So other riders done it, and other riders were seen in the videos. But obviously, as I won the race, the protest went in against me. But it came out okay, and I managed to get a win both races. So it was a really good day. Good day for me, good day for the team, and I thoroughly enjoyed the track. So that was that really. And then just to catch up, I then had the MX Nationals at Fat Cats, and it didn't quite go as well. I mean, polar opposites. That's probably an understatement. It didn't go as well. But
don't talk about it, or will that do?
That'll do for now. I've got some. When I put that question up, a lot of people ask the question, Fred, what happened? So I'm going to address it a little bit later.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah, all right. I'm happy enough. It's what it is, isn't it?
I spoke to Xcast Media, and obviously you did your part and filmed your part of the vlog, but he said you weren't on track long enough to get any riding footage.
No, he said no, I only missed a couple of laps of the first one, and I'd done the whole second race, but the speed wasn't there the whole time. But it's a fucking shit, isn't it? But we live and learn, move on, and don't sort of not the same. I won't sit there upset, crying all week like I would have done 10 years ago, but still it was a little bit of a wound. I wasn't proud of my performance. But at the same time, that it is what it is, and cracked on Monday morning, got up and
avoided all phone calls from Dave Thorpe.
No, there'd been none. Which is, don't know, no, that's all right. I won't say too much. I get carried away.
Oh, you've had a better week or so, but we haven't spoke to you since. When did we speak to you? Well, me and you did that podcast, so there was.
When even was that? What happened since then?
That was midway through. I think you've been to Israel since then.
I've definitely been to Israel, but I think I might have been to Budapest since then as well, and Tong.
Yes, Tong. You've been in Tong.
Tong is...
Everything got rained off. It was the week that we were supposed to film loads of mountain bike shit.
No, I wasn't.
It was.
Was it?
Yep.
Then that was the week after. That was just after Tong then.
Okay. Well, yeah, we were supposed to go to Matt Jones's and all that.
Yeah, that if anyone's still waiting for that videos, none of it happened. It rained every day in England. I'd been in Spain the few weeks prior, getting ready for Super Enduro, and seeing that the weather was actually looking quite good in England, and I thought, oh, that looks fun in England. Everyone's having a nice time. I thought I'll come back for 2 weeks. There was a British Championship round the week after a Super Enduro round, so I thought I'll fly from the Super Enduro straight back to England and have 2 weeks at home. And it rained probably 12 days out of the 14 I was in England, so that delivered the goods there. And then what else have we done since then? So we've done Budapest. So I've done Israel Super Enduro and Germany Super Enduro, so 3 rounds. If you've been following or whatever, you've seen they've all gone pretty well. No real dramas in either of them. Not a lot to report really. Crashed on a pump track the other day and I've hurt my wrist. That's still quite sore. I was a bit concerned I wasn't actually going to make Germany, but I can still kind of ride. It hurts, but I can ride. It just hurts a bit. So I'm going to get that looked at next week. But I am still doing the British Championship this weekend.
You're still going for it?
Yeah, well, what else am I going to do? Sit and do nothing?
That's what I said to Ed this morning.
What?
I said, well, if you didn't race and you love racing...
I'd still, if I didn't race, I'd just go and watch and then just go, oh, I wish I'd race. And like, my wrist hurts, but I can ride. It just hurts. And it's been out for a few weeks now, so I'm kind of used to it hurting.
So, all right then. Well, why don't we go back to Germany, because I didn't come to think of this bit of a...
Germany,
yeah. I didn't come to Israel. Germany.
Oh, all right, okay.
A few things happened at Germany. The first of which, you got this hat that you haven't...
Oh, yeah, I've got a new hat. Have you seen I've got a new hat? This one's actually...
Multiple hats.
I've actually just pulled this one out the packet in the van.
I was going to say, I've not seen that one.
This one was a new one, because...
Tell them the joke that Stan said this morning.
Yeah, Stan did a very good joke this morning. I was at Stan's last night, and we're heading out for breakfast. We're walking out the front door, and he goes, well, your tracker's going off. I said, what are you on about? Oh, tracker. He said, oh, the one on your hat, saying it's not attached to your body at the minute. For starting off, well, that was brilliant. So I have to take my hat off and give him credit for that one. That was.
Did you watch Billy's vlog?
That's a very good joke.
I've actually not watched the vlog yet.
Oh well, Johnny Walker gave him his helmet in the autograph session.
I see Johnny gave the helmet.
There's been a lot of confusion about whether you knew about that or not, but I'll let you clear that up in a second. So he was wearing his own Kex merchandise beanie, and he just hoid it clean over his head, and then just boom. Ever since he's put the Red Bull hat on, he's never put one on again since.
No, I still will do a few kicks one now and again. It's just
I've spent
happens.
a week with you, and you haven't worn anything other than that hat.
Yeah, but we all knew that. That was sort of the running joke up to this. Before that, we knew. How long have you actually known you've had a Red Bull?
No, just since Germany. It was a surprise.
Oh, the whole thing was a surprise.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
All right. No, he knew obviously a couple of weeks before.
Nah, my deal was quite more complicated than I think most people's deals with like acquirements to Red Bull. So it couldn't all be a surprise. I have knew about it. So these two knew for a couple of weeks too. I was actually at Ed's house. You were in Spain,
I
in
even
fact.
kept it a real good secret.
Yeah,
Even
well-
people said to me, "Did you know?" And I was like, "Yeah, sort of knew. I don't really keep good secrets normally."
I didn't tell anyone. I
told him?
Yeah, well, I thought, as soon as I told him, I thought, wrong person to tell.
No, I didn't tell no one.
Nah, it was kept well under wraps. To be fair, well, I only really told you. Well, I was here the day I found out. But you obviously knew it was on the cards anyway. But it's been on the cards for a while. There was just a lot of many moving parts had to align for it to be allowed to happen.
From Husky's side.
Yeah, from Husky and all sorts, and obviously Rockstar. We did all podcasts. That was what the last podcast was about, wasn't it? Where that went.
Where's Husky? Yeah, that was
It was team sponsor, and then a Husky contract kind of because it was used to have a team sponsor. That was a helmet deal, so like the surface of the helmet usually for Husky, and many things, and the possibility that Rockstar might be coming back, and loads of other things. But Red Bull were kind of interested for a while. I was obviously interested for a very long time, or forever pretty much. So just actually delighted and made up that it all came together. Really, it's like I say, I thought kind of when I went down the Husky route, obviously I signed for Husky my second year doing enduro, and they were already kind of Rockstar, and you obviously kind of a dream as a kid, well I did anyway, of being kind of with Red Bull and signing with a team that has its own all team deal with energy drinks and stuff like that. You kind of feel like, oh, maybe it's probably never going to happen, or it's going to be, it wasn't looking like it was ever going to happen, but the stars have aligned and the job got done, which obviously
it's nice.
Delighted about.
Everyone at the autograph session didn't even know it. Only other rider that knew was Johnny.
Yeah.
He was sat next to Cody Webb and he didn't know.
Yeah, it was very well done, and even just the presentation was good, because like we were going to do it just in the pits, like me walk back and Johnny have it there, and then in the end it was Andy, my team manager's idea. Said no, it needs to be. The pits isn't like the right environment, so we'll do it at the autograph session. And I wasn't actually that keen for that idea at first. I thought, it's a bit.
Oh, you knew they was going to do it at the autograph session?
Yeah.
I didn't think you knew that bit.
No.
I thought you knew you had a deal, but you didn't know when they was going to give it to you.
I didn't, until the day we didn't know when it was going to happen and stuff like that. Stan had the helmet in the box, and the box was sealed like the whole week, and I was like, don't let that leave your side, like he was taken into the hotel room and stuff.
Did you look at the helmet before?
Nah, that was still a fully surprise. I didn't know what was going to be on the helmet and all of that. And
Toby tried to show me a photo of it halfway through the day. I went, nope.
Oh, really?
I just ran off. I went, no, I'll have that as a surprise as well. No, everything else.
I think it's nice that I like the helmet.
Yeah, no, I was happy. I didn't really know. I thought the first one probably just going to be 100% super plain, whatever, which I was still obviously going to be buzzing with. But the whole setup, I think, and it was a good idea to do at the autograph session, and how it worked was proper sick. And I think it all went down very well. And thankfully, I did it good later on that day for its first time out.
Yeah.
Did you watch? Obviously, Bill watched your live stream, and I already know the answer. You wouldn't have watched him, but did you?
£7, isn't it?
Yeah, but it would have been the
could have
best.
used your membership because you weren't there.
It would have been the best £7. Did you? Do you know anything about it? What happened apart from obviously
Oh,
won
his
the world
Instagram
title?
story, isn't it?
The second race was pure entertainment.
And the Super Pole also was.
The
first
Bowl
night
lap
was fucking horrific. Well, fast, but my God.
The Super Pole lap.
Yeah, like the hot lap.
I got told, weren't you 1 second faster than second and 3 seconds faster than third?
Yeah, but it was erratic.
So how it works is you have all day practicing and then timed, then opening ceremonies, and then straight into a fast lap.
But they prep the track as well, so like the track's
So you've not rode
way
for a
faster.
few hours.
Your last your qualifying session is at the end of like the European class, LCQ, all of the junior class. So the track's fucked, and then they prep it, and then you obviously can walk out and look at it.
You can walk out.
Yeah, you walk out and look at it.
Do you get a rolling lap or not?
Well, yeah, depending on where the finish line is, you roll either usually like half of it or 2/3 of the track. Yeah. This time we actually rolled most of the track, which was nice. But like, so like the takeoffs go from being like rutty and worn down to just like sending you twice as far. So it's normally not too bad, but obviously there was actually some proper jumps and like rhythms and stuff you had to time properly in Germany, which was a really sick track. I was just all over the place, like everywhere. But I was still going fast. I knew in my head, I'm like, this is still quite quick. I wasn't really concerned that I wasn't going to be fastest.
I was worried for him because in practice he jumped a quad like over the finish, and I'd seen him fluff the whole lap up, and I thought, oh fuck, he's going to try and quad that to like gain time. And I was like, this is going to be lethal. Luckily he didn't.
But you said they didn't fix the takeoff.
No, that takeoff they actually didn't fix.
Thank fuck.
And the corner before, it kind of in practice had a nice line and a nice exit, but then the whole exit just got blew out. So it was off the cards.
But wasn't the quad? Didn't you jump something and then you had a little gap and then the takeoff? It wasn't straight out the turn.
Yeah, it was a double into the quad.
Double quad.
But no, it wasn't nice, and like even I was struggling to get over it when it was the corner was still good, and like on I actually halfway through this season made my bike quite a bit on like the map and went for quite a bit of a slower map. So for them kind of jumps, it just doesn't really have the power, but it kind of rides better everywhere else, which I sacrificed.
The one I watched, the big one, I see someone put it on your Instagram like the Flying Bolt or something, but it's like trialsy section, how you go over, slip the clutch, and then
it's like a lot of clutch, and obviously
it's like you see when you see someone go up a hill, they on a trials bike, and that's how you done it.
Totally blind as well.
It was very blind, and like with a soft rear tire as well. That was pretty much mainly all dirt takeoff. There was a log on the top, but you didn't really get much of a kick off it. It was mainly from the dirt. So the tire was just kind of folding underneath it. It wasn't really biting into the ground. That was also one of the reasons I stopped doing it, because I thought, I'm spinning as it is. My tire's not really biting into the ground. I thought, it's just going to end wrong. And they kept trying. After practice, everyone was like, you don't need to do that, I said, I know, don't worry about that. So I tried it.
Telling him off.
Dave was telling us off. The team managers were telling us, like, you don't need to do that. I said, I know, I don't need to do it. And I tried it once in qualifying the second session, and I got a bit of turned a little bit in the air, so I cased it and landed it at full lock, and I was like, okay, I'll not do that anymore.
No one else even thought about doing it, did they?
Nah, I don't think so. I seen Taddy actually went out to walk it in between free practice and qualifying, but I don't think he hit it either. I'm pretty sure he didn't. But no, it was all right. It was all right. Nice to
tell us about your second motor, because that was pure entertainment.
Well, you tell. Give it from your perspective.
Oh right. Well,
where were you even stood in the stadium?
I was stood head on to the start, so I could see you. So
head on to what? So after the corner, or before
after the corner, and then you come straight at the jump.
Doing the big jump.
I was head on to it. So in the second race, they reversed the grid. They send first to the back and so on. So Billy starts on the second row, and he's obviously adopted this style where he lets everyone go.
Yeah, I watched that.
So he let everyone go, waited for like a gap, which in Israel it worked. He obviously passed someone, but in this race, as he's decided that he's going left or right of the group, he's turned left, and everyone's just toppled onto him.
Well, no, toppled in front of his, and I just went front wheel in between the back mudguard and back wheel of.
So then he's done that, picked the bike up. As he's picked the bike up, he's dropped it again. And if you watch on his vlog, you'll see
it's so impressive.
He's just stands over his bike, like splits over his bike like this, and just with his left hand picks the left grip and just hoists the bike up with it doesn't use his other hand, just one arm. I didn't
even realise at the time, and then Ed's editing it going, watch this.
It's so impressive.
It's quite good.
It's quite good.
There's no way I'd be able to pick my bike up in between my legs with one hand.
Yeah, no, didn't even use it. Just use his left arm.
I get both hands on one side and really set myself up. Make sure I'm not going to put my back out and then lift it up.
Well, it's quite good. And then obviously had another pisser again behind Johnny on the section where Taddy and Cody broke their wrists. So everyone was a bit like, I'm fucking hell. He's landed off the side of the track on the slippy concrete floor. His feet are going underneath him. He's scrambling, trying to get back on his bike. It was comical, and then still managed to fucking win the race. It's mad.
You're good at it, aren't you?
Yeah, I like indoors.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you
was-
prefer indoors?
It's hard to say prefer. To be honest, I'm ready for a break now.
Yeah.
Like
You was ready for a bloody Coca-Cola after I
Yeah,
went
well,
back to the pits and he was
the second
like a
race,
white ghost.
I pushed hard, to be fair, and I actually felt a bit remarkably tired. Like last couple of laps, I'm going, I'm breathing heavily now. Like I wasn't. I mean, I've been worse at the end of races, but I was. That was probably
Just because you didn't breathe.
yeah, just because I was panicked and then actually was so chilled for the first half and until I crashed when I'd caught up to Johnny and then I crashed again. Then I started not to panic but push a lot harder. But like the first few laps when I was coming back from the back, I actually really enjoyed because I was fairly chilled and then had that crash and my bike landed clutch lever down and in the sand. So it was like I tried to pick it up without stalling it. So I just like put my hands around the handlebars and tried to get the clutch lever at the same time and just filled my gloves with sand and still stalled the bike, so that didn't really work. But I remember looking at the ground saying, this would be ideal if I didn't have to stall it now. 2 gloves full of sand and the bike still stopped. So the second half I was...
You've passed Cody Webb on the last lap with like 2 corners to go twice.
Colton Acre.
Was it?
Yeah,
who
both.
did you pass last lap this time? Colton Acre again?
Yeah.
He would probably not that chuffed on that, was he, both times?
Yeah.
Or does he find it funny now?
No, I don't think I think both times he'd purr in, especially this week in Germany because it was him and Johnny were in quite a tight battle for second in the championship. But
Was they?
yeah, they were level going into the last day for second.
Who got it?
Johnny.
Oh, nice.
So I was desperately trying to avoid getting in either of them two's way.
Yeah, you
like
don't wanna get
well,
involved.
because I'd behind them off the start most of the time, so I was just trying to pass them without doing anything.
Did you not know whose side to take? Like Husqvarna or now Johnny, your Red
yeah,
Bull
there's-
athlete, mate?
that's what I thought. There was no offers coming for teamwork from either side. To be fair, I thought this is good. I'll just do my best. In fact, the last race I had about 3 goes at passing Johnny because I just didn't want to be at all in the way. But no, it all worked out.
You had a remarkably steady second day.
Yeah, I was
No
so
dramas.
chilled. Yeah, it was nice to be able to race.
Even in
and just
practice, just
chilled.
everything was a bit chilled.
I tweaked my wrist a bit in practice. The second one I pulled out because I actually tried to do the super enduro tracks are so hard because it's obstacles and a lot of the time like steep. The backs, the sides of stuff, it's not really rideable. You can't just sit down and cruise. You know, like when you want to do like a
Yeah,
lap
you
of
can't do a
practice
slow lap.
and just you've got to keep going like onto the stadium floor. But then usually there's a log as a boundary of the track.
So you can't roll. You can't
So it's
just
so
roll around.
awkward to do a rolling lap. And anyway, I'm rolling through the water pit, which was pretty like the transitions were super steep anyway. And I just like sat down, my hand lifted up slightly off the handlebars and landed kind of further back than where I was being gripping. So then it jarred my wrist back and it gave us a little.
What have you done? Where have you hurt your wrist?
I don't really know. I'm going to get it looked at next week because I have no diagnosis.
back,
right in the middle, but it's like not really I don't think it's anything bone related. I think I've just sprained a ligament or tweaked something because it kind of just gets to a point where it goes stiff, and if you do push more, it just hurts. But like right bang in the middle of it. Anyway, I just tweaked it and went, oh, that hurts.
How did you crash your push bike to do that?
Training?
Oh, a training accident.
Yeah, training accident. Sprints.
Around a BMX track.
If you just drop that sweet on the floor.
Yeah, well, it's getting my hands sticky, and I'll leave it there as well when I walk out of here. But I just don't want to keep sucking it on this microphone and doing what like Bill does down the mic. And I also
Vulgar.
Mr. Vulgar.
I went and
vulgar Red Bull athlete.
I went and-
How has Red Bull signed such a vulgar
I went
individual?
and, Mr. Vulgar man that gives the big
Under the
lecture.
comments.
Yeah, I went and commented. I replied to his comment from 5 months ago and said, "Do you like my new helmet, pal?"
No, he says Husky. Why do Husky employ?
Yeah, no. But
Yeah, why would any sponsor?
he said, "Why would any sponsor want to work with
It's
such a vulgar human
you
being?"
really took it then to heart. To
Yeah,
go
no.
back
And then
and find
I
his
went
comment.
back. I found it. Well, me and Ed had 20 hours to kill yesterday.
What did he say?
He hasn't answered. I just put, "Do you like my new helmet, pal?"
I don't know if he will. He probably can't see he thinks you're any less vulgar now.
Well, we'll see.
No, you're just a vulgar man with wings.
Exactly.
That is nice though.
Fly away from such bullshit.
Yeah, just look at you're above them now, aren't you?
He's above us, honestly.
Oh,
I
listen
haven't.
to
I
him.
literally, I knew it was going to happen, but I've just not seen or heard from Bill this
Oh,
week.
here we go.
Struggled to get
No,
him
I'm
through
only
the
joking,
door.
but it is nice. It's good, isn't it? It's fucking like a dream as a kid, and then you got it.
Yeah,
and it's better than Rockstar. Rockstar, even as like Rockstar athletes, Red Bull's like a different,
I feel it's
different level of company. They give you so much support and cool things. Where Rockstar's
they're
just
booking
like,
him in for a fitness test next week.
No,
Yeah, Ed
I
told me
said I
about
don't
that.
need to do fitness tests. I'm
That's
probably
quite
going to
good.
fail. I can tell you now, I'm not going to be very good at them, but I'm all right at races, I promise.
Yeah, Red Bull apparently said, well, this is how Ed laid it. Well, you have the opportunity of Red Bull, you can go places.
Well,
They give you
Manny's there at the
fitness
minute,
test.
isn't he?
Yeah, and then Bill said, look, the fitness test stuff, I win. Don't worry about fitness test. I'll worry about riding the
We'll
bike.
worry about it when we need to worry about it, but I think for now I'm all right.
Yeah.
No, it is good though.
You should probably go for your shoulder.
Fitness test. No,
No,
I would have
it's a-
done. No, it's all right now, isn't it?
Well, what we can get. Well, let's move on to the nationals. What happened?
Well, I don't know. I reckon we go. I've got loads of questions now.
No,
There's like a quick
no.
fire thing. No, because then there's them questions in the thing, so
Oh,
we
go
can
on.
answer it then.
We'll answer some of your questions if you want to avoid
No,
my question.
that's in the questions.
Do you want me to pick some of your questions?
Yeah, why don't we
can
all have
do,
a
'cause
phone
questions
swap?
is quite good. When we done the questions before, people were like, oh, I like the quick fire questions.
All right. Well, do you
Well,
want me, do you want me
okay, make
Yeah.
them quick fire then.
Yeah, no, that's the best way to do them, isn't it?
well,
Well,
How do you find them on there?
you've changed because 1 minute you want to just fucking.
Oh, no,
and-
the different level of people can comment on that. So my thought was with doing the podcast a little bit more this year is want to get more guests on. When we get the more guests on, instead of us just always talking.
yeah, we asked the guest a lot of questions.
Yeah, instead of us just vaguely going over every situation, because when you're in this position, when you say Ed asked me a question, you don't want to talk about yourself too much. But then at the same time, I know when I watch something, someone vaguely passes over something that someone wants to know more detail about. You think, all right, well, you've browsed over the top, but go into detail about something. So,
Well, you
when
haven't gone into any detail about the race. I've just asked you
yeah,
about
for that reason, because I feel awkward when you're talking about
No,
yourself.
we don't need to go on about his race, all right? Well,
But that race, obviously, I could go on about for fucking hours about Callum if you want. Just walking on the pegs, lovely jumping.
but what, all the time on the pegs?
No, sometimes sat down, legs off. But
That was good, though. I like the sat down legs off video. I'm very proud of you for that.
yeah,
Just
that's my enduro roots. I'd come MX on
keeping
the
the
way
wrist,
in.
keeping the throttle on, feet off, like head up, throttle on. Doesn't matter about the feet. Don't worry
He
about
don't
them.
even reckons he lost time.
I wouldn't have lost time in that. I kept it on. I had arm pump bad at that point in the race. Carrot was breathing down my neck, and I just thought, I don't need you.
Carrot
behind
was
me.
on you in that first.
Carrot
race.
rode really well.
Next round, he's got ride nutrition on board as well. So
Yeah, I
he's
actually
done-
want a bit of that.
All right, okay.
Because Landrake, when I had all the beetroot, didn't get arm pump. Last 2 rounds, I've got arm pump so bad, I need to get back on the beetroot.
There's one in. Where's the other one, Ed?
No, the one that's in the drawer. I've got it. I'll give it you tomorrow.
Ed's got one for you.
Yeah, no, I think that. And if it's
I'm
in my
glad
head,
you used my. I filmed the vlog, obviously, of you and us. Jake, Millward was there with his bell helmet on, all black, and I said to Billy, "We're missing an opportunity here.
Yeah.
He's on the
Yeah,
vlogs.
Carrot's a nice
he needs
one.
to be a ride nutrition man."
yeah, why don't you get ride nutrition?
No, I've sorted him out.
Oh, he's going to have it on his helmet.
Well, I've sorted him drinking. He's got an Instagram story.
Who's giving him his
Story.
ride nutrition helmet? Sure, Tommy to unzip
Yeah,
it.
Tommy, you can unzip it and
Yeah.
take it to him for.
But no, I'll go back to that thing. So I think get the guests on, then interview the guests more that
Yeah,
style,
no,
rather than keep browsing over every topic a little bit.
Yeah, well, when the
Lot of
guests on,
questions,
we
eh?
need to ask them more.
A couple. Right. You ready?
Loads.
Are these
Yeah,
quick fire?
don't pick like.
Well, I'm
shit
trying to
ones.
pick
Don't,
ones
like,
that you can do quick answers.
Yeah, don't like dive in and fucking put me down. I've only just built myself back up.
Funniest thing / rider you've ever had on a training day? Any lunatics?
Yeah, there's been lunatics, but nothing that really stands out. A couple of times you're trying to get someone to do, say, like an inside rut, and mate, he just doesn't take it, and then he says, well, the outside berm just faster, so I'm going to hit that, and you just said, all right, mate, you
Just
crack.
degaff about what you're telling him.
Just says, you crack on round the outside then.
That's funny that because they've spent good money on going, but then don't listen.
Yeah, no, he wasn't interested in the inside. He says, I don't like inside ruts. And I says, well, that's why we're going to practice them. And he said, no, I'm taking the outside. And then he just tore the outside up.
What's an acceptable amount of riding one should do per week to be competitive?
This is my mate. Because Dave says I'm unacceptable after the weekend, he keeps making jokes. What's acceptable and what's unacceptable? I'd say 2 to 3 days, though, riding. Sometimes none. I've not really rode this week, so I still find that quite acceptable.
New intro song, thumbs down emoji.
Mixed emotions on the
Yeah,
intro.
I've seen there's mixed. I prefer it.
I
the
like
new
it.
one.
Face on that.
You need a new intro.
I do.
Yeah, but it's a tricky one.
No, but he
Bill.
needs one regardless of the song. It's covered in the yellow drink.
Oh, what, it says it in the title?
No, it's all over. It's all his rode for the last few days.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, the intro.
Outdated.
Yeah, but the song's not. People like
His
that.
song's shit. I never liked his song. Do
Oh,
you want me
really?
to play it for you? I'll play it for you if you
Go
want.
on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, yours is always better than mine. Your old song was actually quite well. I didn't like it, but it just had that word stuck in your head, didn't it?
Tell me something new. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, but it's his,
Anyway, fuck, I
it's
found the
his
one.
song, isn't it?
When's the TS 100 merch dropping?
Very good. Good. I like the way you did that. Nice one, Bill. Well, let me show you a little bit of merch while we're here. So I've got one on.
Are we having a quick change or just?
He's off he goes. He's gone to get it all.
No, just do one.
That's my favourite. This one.
So we've got this one. It's the T-shirt coming out. It's
No one
actually
can hear you.
stood up
You're not
there.
talking into a microphone.
Oh, fine. We've got this one. This is probably my favourite T-shirt. Ride 100. Little yellow 100 on the front. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T-shirts, 2 hoodies. When do you reckon it's
Two
down?
beanie hats.
2 beanie hats.
I think.
Are
Well, we need to take photos of you wearing it for the website, and then it needs to make its way to the 3PL shipping company, Client Commerce, Imbued, Vince. It's on the way, mate. Get scanning.
Next weekend, I
Thought we
reckon.
were doing one.
Yeah. Was Matterley 2012 one of the best weekends of your life?
Yeah, 100% one of the best weekends of my life.
Do you fancy doing Le Touquet?
No, fucking hell no. Not after Fat Cats this weekend.
I could answer
My
that
God,
one for you.
who said that? Silly question.
Would you rather win an MXGP World Championship or a Supercross Championship?
Well, I think they'd both be great. It's no either or. They're both. I'll be quite chuffed with either.
Any chance we ever see you back shredding in the US?
Maybe a one-off.
Not fancy
outdoor,
a one-off one?
Yeah,
these
one-off
days?
outdoor.
Why don't we try and go? Because Bill wants to do endurocross, so we can go. We could have an American road trip. You could do an outdoor.
Couldn't have disclosed too much information there, Edward.
Have I?
No, that'd be right.
Do America do endurocross?
Yeah, they've got a good championship. The American.
You said you want to do one. I didn't say you were
Yeah,
doing
I'm
one.
going to try and plan that.
You must have seen when Manny was out there this year. Thought I'd like to be
Yeah,
out there
well,
with him. Then.
that track's Bad Boy. I was showing Ed. That's actually the KTM Husky track
Yeah.
that he was riding. That's Bad Boy. So
It's just a bit of you in it. That whole
Yeah,
trip.
the
with
whole
Supercross,
vibe's good.
yeah.
Oh, now he's got his hat. He'll be trying to just get in the hills
yeah.
of Berriman.
yeah, I mean, maybe throw some opposites and every
You
now and
could,
again.
yeah, well now
Couple
Red
of
Bull
knack
pay for the
knacks,
trip as well. You
yeah.
won't even have to pay
Probably
nothing.
get a jet there as well.
PJ.
Yeah, with PG there. How did you feel after Fat Cats on Monday?
Oh, Stuart Edmonds asked me that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
I see that earlier.
It's actually hard to read these and get them ready, to be honest.
I felt all right, really. Probably too good, considering I should have. Yeah, probably too.
What's your biggest achievement?
Don't know. Lots of achievements. Quite like winning British GP. It's Good Dead Nations. Probably the one at Matterley, just because of the way I done it.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I was probably stood on the side of a tractor track telling some bloke to put his leg up.
Yeah, these are the two pros, one slow ones. There's some about Bill in there you can go for as well.
What, we'll fire them off. But Bill's got his own ones as well.
Oh, well, we've got
I
many
did some
questions.
as well. How important do you believe resting is compared to MX riding / training?
Resting.
Resting.
Well, as you get a little bit older, now it's more important. When you're young, you don't have to rest half as much. You can just crack on. Bill don't rest much. I rest
Fuck
a lot
me.
more than...
No, we don't. Not after the week we've had.
No, see, I rest a lot more than Bill would. But it's about feeling good for me now. If I'm tired coming into a weekend, then it's harder. So everything in moderation, really.
Thoughts on Mark Marquez?
Um,
Did you see his antics at the weekend?
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't watch any of the sport.
No, I
in his
did.
life.
I actually
Fucking
watched his
hell.
crashes. I watched things that pop up. I haven't got a subscription for either. But I think he's obviously struggling. It's hard to see when in any athlete, when you're good at something and you've been at the top and then you see people like him and he's obviously pushing still one of the best rider on track, but it's obviously something not quite right, whether he feels good with his bike or himself, and it's just sad to see really when you're that
Fucking
good.
big crash, yeah. For them, but... Do you want to have a go at mine, Ed?
While we're on it, I'll touch on, because people wanted the Fat Cat one. He was quite nice because there was a few of them, weren't there?
a lot of them, but I didn't want to.
But no,
upset
Fat Cats
you.
at the weekend, I obviously done well the week before, didn't do well. You've probably seen some people pay attention, got Facebook. Team boss weren't really happy with the situation. But I just struggled at the weekend. I was all right in practice. Race 1, I got a good start, so my starts were both good, which is a positive to take out the weekend because my starts so far this year have been a lot better than the previous year. So, but I pushed hard the first couple of laps, was up front, and then got really bad arm pump. Sort of the way I ride recently in the sand, I used to be, never known for my like being a sand specialist, but some sand races I've done well. Like I've won a race at Longmore before and been on the podium plenty of times, but it's now since I hurt my shoulder, I struggle and I don't ride the sand as much. Even though my shoulder's not really a problem, I sort of in my head a little bit to let the bike go and ride how I should go. So I think I rode a little bit tighter, got myself arm pumped, and then I struggled in the first race, didn't feel good on the bike, and it got to a point where I was riding around and I thought the position I'm in and I thought I was going to crash, so I didn't finish the first race, and then got myself quite pumped up for the second one, thought, right, made a little change on the bike, and I have a good crack at it, and then good start, and then corner 3 I went down with another rider, Ashton Dickinson, and then I was at the back, and I sort of knew my race was not over because it's actually a long race, and if I'd been riding properly I could have come through well up there, because I think we went down together, he got back to I think 10th, but I just didn't ride very good again. I sort of went into like reserve mode, was scared to almost scared to hurt my shoulder and think I'm sort of going to ruin my whole year here for a race where I'm struggling anyway, and then it made everything 10 times worse. And that's sort of it. It's not really an excuse because not really a valid reason. Dave didn't think it was a valid reason, says it was unacceptable. But at that moment, I struggled all weekend, and I sort of thought, right, I'm not going to win this race, and I'd rather be healthy for the whole rest of the summer because I enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy doing this, enjoy doing the videos and racing, and I was actually happier to see the finish line in the second race than I was when I see it at Culham, because I just thought, fucking lovely, I'm out of this place.
Do you know what was acceptable though was the starts and the old Honda Power.
Yeah, no, that's good.
2 good starts.
I actually got a really,
and
really
actually
good
2
start.
good starts at Culham.
Yeah, no, they're good. Considering I haven't done many starts either. Probably done 10 practice starts so far this year, so the bike's good and I'm healthy, so it's in the past now. Ed was quite upbeat. He was like, don't worry about it. You was pick me up, didn't you?
I don't remember, did I?
Yeah, he was nice. Bill put me down. He was like, I'm not talking to you. Ed was like, nah, don't worry about it. But it was a tough weekend.
I don't remember that.
Wasn't one of my finest moments, but
Well,
like I said
do you know
before,
what I always think? At the end of the day, fucking hell, it's a bike race. Like,
well, yeah, that's
shit
what I
happens.
think now as well. But I don't know whether
Do you not think that?
Nah, Bill.
Pathetic little bitch.
Yeah, Bill's not happy, but
Nah, your
I did-
reason is somewhat justifiable. I can comprehend your reasoning. It's obviously just not.
because that track, I would normally years
I
past
also-
I've won a lot, and
Me and Ed actually watched Jake's vlog yesterday, and I will admit, Fat Cat is weird. It doesn't ride like a sand track, I don't feel. You
it's not a
slide,
sand
you
track.
slide around so much, and I was actually watching everyone ride on Jake's vlog, and I thought it doesn't look that nice to be riding on
no,
because
difficult track.
you slide so much, and obviously it's high speed. So I can understand why you didn't like it. To be fair,
But I also agree that it's not an excuse because everyone raced it. But I just really struggled, and I struggled to get in that position, and it sort of got in my own head. And then at the end of the day, I thought, right, get through this. You fucked it up enough. Don't ruin the rest of the year as well. So at the end of the day, I'm happy, and
life will go on.
Yeah, life will go on.
We still love you.
Right then,
Ish.
let's go for some quick fires on Bill. What is your sole inspiration for being the best?
Fucking hell, that's a deep one to start off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't solely inspire to be the best. I just inspire to do my best.
oh, that's a good answer.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
quote.
true,
That
it's
is
true,
a
innit?
quote.
It actually isn't. Well, someone can quote it and put my name to it. That'd be good. Put it on.
That's a good quote. Fucking hell, yeah. Put it on
Well,
a t-shirt.
Yeah, should we
I
get that
don't
on
know.
a t-shirt?
I don't know whether they mean. Do you
I
just
don't
want to be the
aspire
best, or is
to
there a
be
cash?
the best.
Is it cash winning?
No.
No, whatever
the
you
odds.
do, you want to.
Just to be the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Money in it don't come into it when you're out on the racetrack, does it?
No, I don't think so. Like,
Actually, a couple of times it has with me. When I was in MX2, I thought, fucking hell, I'll get this 15 grand, I think, if I win, and 7 if I get second. It's fucking worth going for this last lap.
Right, here we go. Cost of being a pro racer with very little sponsorship.
Does he mean to do like my
Cost of
championship?
racing pro, yeah, I guess.
It's obviously not cheap, is it? But the way I would look at it is, if you want to do it
Use
full
your
time,
head, I reckon. Like if you went to Germany, it's 2 rounds.
yeah.
in
Like
one.
I honestly think anybody that is aspiring or wants to kind of get somewhere should have went to Germany, because even super enduros, it's a good experience. There was 2 races in one weekend. It wasn't that far. I think it was only like 9 hours to the ferry from the race. But I also think if it's something that you want to do and you feel you're capable of, and you feel there's a career in it for you, then you've got to put everything into it, and not, obviously you've got to be conscious of what you're spending money on, but at the same time, like, you don't want, there's no point looking back in 10 years time thinking, oh, if I'd have just gone and done that extra race, or if I'd have just got a better result of that race, or if I did shit at this race because I didn't buy a new tyre. Like, put everything into it, put everything you can afford into it for as long as possible, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Quick fire.
Yeah, all I've.
No, that's good.
Can
Good
you send
answer.
me your digital autograph?
Is that asked again?
Yeah.
Whoever that is keeps asking for that, and no, I can't get over it.
What is a digital
Well,
autograph?
I guess. Do you know what someone asked us to do in Germany, which is a new one, and I hope people don't start making us do this? Is they had a picture of me and them from another race, and like on photos on iPhone, you can write on it, sign that.
No.
Yeah, which
No good, is it?
Yeah,
these
that
days?
doesn't need to catch on.
When is Ride Nutrition shipping to the US?
I'm not entirely sure. I've been busy the last couple of weeks, so I don't know how far we're getting on to, but soon, hopefully.
Explain how you stretch your grip.
You put it on a little bit, get the airline, put the airline next to the inside, puff and slide at the same time. Just make sure it doesn't pull onto the handlebars too much, otherwise it'll rip first time you crash. Quick fire answer, yeah.
That
Go
was
on.
good. Manx 2-day trial.
Yeah, for Daystone Clash, me and quite a few of the enduro guys went a few years ago, and it was a brilliant weekend.
Will you be in Romania before Romania?
More than likely, but no plans as yet.
Summer plans.
You're going to be in Spain or England?
Probably England for quite a bit. I still want to come back here and ride and make the most of the weather. I think when the weather's good in England, the riding's really good. Motocross, enduro, whatever you like. There's potential for a bit of an America stay, but I don't want to go into too much detail as yet. Well, there's 2 races. There's a race in America and a race in Canada in August, and then no races in Europe in September. So we'll see what other dates come up soon.
All right, this one's... I know you're going to be pissed off at me asking it because you're not going to be able to answer it, but it don't have to be quick fire either. More about your Billy Bolt Foundation. You obviously announced it at the end of your championship vlog.
Yeah, I don't have much more than what was in the vlog at this moment in time. Like I say, I'm not really doing much of the work or kind of any of the work at this stage. Although I'm happy to. They're just the other people that are involved don't want us to. They just don't want to waste too much of my time. But still a lot of meetings to get permission, funding. A lot of funding meetings is what's happening at this moment in time. So I don't want to go into any more than that. But it's still a way off it being ready or anything kind of happening. I wanted to obviously, that shirt's quite a special one, so I wanted to kind of announce that auction and stuff while it was still fresh, and so people, when it does come about and when it does get auctioned off, they know it's the legitimate shirt and it's everything everything that it was from the vlogger.
Favorite product you have? This is worded a bit wrong. Favorite product for your bike and for your kit, but I don't think that's.
For my bike, that's a hard question, really.
No, I guess it would be like, if you had a standard bike, what thing would you put on it? Your first thing you do?
Okay, well, I don't think that's the question, but that's quite a good question.
Does that not make sense?
Favorite product for your bike and kit. I'd have said that's what I would have thought.
First thing you'd do, basically, if you bought a standard bike.
Mousses and tyres, kind of the same thing in it.
Mousses and tyres, and on your person.
First item of clothing I would buy, helmet and boots. Helmet's probably the most.
Your most prized possessions right now is your Red Bull helmet.
Well, yeah, exactly. I had to put all in the front to put my USWE pipe in for this weekend.
You haven't got many questions.
I only put it on an hour ago.
No, well, they're all like it's a lot of the same.
Oh, well.
Has Ed not got any on
Yeah,
yours?
I did the 2 Pro 1 slow one.
Let me ask you some of them.
Well, they're not. There's none about me.
There will be.
Normally
Ed
you
just
get
doesn't like
loads.
talking about himself.
Normally they want your backstory.
Yeah, where's...
I
Tell us
did
about
read
Kex.
that.
How
Someone
did you
like
start Kex?
Ed's an enigma. How do I? What did he do?
It's an enigma.
I can ask you something. Who'd win in a fight, Billy or Thomas?
It's Billy, easy.
Me and Ed have become Paddy the Baddy fans, so we're big into UFC at the minute.
Yeah, Paddy the Baddy's the man.
Paddy the Baddy lad.
When is TS merch dropping?
Oh,
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked that, but I'm just plugging it again.
soon on his own, you'll have your own category. On the
Someone
Kex
asked
Underwear
me
website.
actually. There was a good one about what's the best energy drink sponsor, because obviously I'm Monster, you're Red Bull, so they said
Red Bull, obviously.
what's more.
Shall I answer this?
What's
Seeing
the
as
difference?
I'm I'm a
Impartial.
neutral.
Yeah, but I know what you're going to say, but yeah, go on, you answer it.
I think that in terms of being an athlete, what you get from being a Red Bull athlete is a lot more better for yourself / health and career.
Yeah.
If you injure yourself, they've got a lot more people to help
Yes.
you. In terms of a good time, I would say Monster.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because they always throw
Well,
mega parties.
You're best off just keeping everybody happy, then you can do what you want.
Dot and dab like he did.
Yeah, well, I've been both. So I was Red Bull to start.
Yeah, they've
and then I
cleaned
went
the brand up
Monster.
a bit since then, to be fair, though, so it's understandable why they put it
With
down.
Red Bull.
When he's joking.
No, that was always good. But the Red Bull's got a lot of support for a rider, but then now I'm really happy with Monster because they've
it's just-
supported me, so it's like
I was
I
gonna
feel
say-
part of their sort of Monster
Well,
family.
either
so-
Same shit, but
happens,
totally different.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Like if you're in there and if they're happy with you, then they're going to look after you,
Yeah.
both of you. Like in terms of, from me being Rockstar to Red Bull, Rockstar was a team deal anyway, so I never had a personal relationship or anything to do with Rockstar. So from like between mine now and then, there's obviously kind of no comparison. There was always kind of only one energy drink that I really ever wanted to be with. So I'm obviously happy with where I've
Yeah.
ended up.
That makes sense. Screen's gone off, Ed.
Oh, bloody.
Sorry about this.
You have to keep your thumb on it.
That was quite a good question, though. I thought I'd see that.
I seen that one, but I didn't know if it was going to create drama, but I guess not.
No.
Answered it maturely.
Red Bull surprise. No, you obviously touched on that one. What bike should someone buy as a beginner?
Someone asked me this the other day.
What, an
actually.
enduro bike?
Yeah. What?
Depends what they want to do in it. If they just want to have fun, then I'd get like a 254 stroke or something. But if
Would you go 4-stroke straight away?
as a
keep your
beginner,
thumb on
it
that
depends. The problem is with enduro, there's a million different things you can do in an enduro bike, isn't there? And like, it depends what he's actually going to spend the majority of his time doing. Like, if he wants to go to Carrum or Werndu and practice hill climbs all day, then get a 2-stroke. But if you just want to go out trail riding, green lanes, occasionally do a hill climb, get a 4-stroke.
I think 354 stroke, do it all.
Is that what you've got?
No, I haven't got that. But if you wanted to do a bit of everything, bit of motocross, bit
Oh,
of
yeah.
enduro.
Yeah, if you want to throw motocross in there as well, then a 350 rather than a 250 is probably a bit more versatile. And all enduro bikes are fairly mellow from the power, so like they're not going to blow your arms off. So it's impossible to give a correct answer, but it's also impossible really to give a wrong answer, because if you get a new Husqvarna, they're all so good.
Oh god.
Now, for enduro bikes, I would say
Yeah.
that the KTM group is head and shoulders above anything else in terms of a
No,
production.
you not
bike.
rode my Honda 250F Enduro.
Well, that's
did you?
true. I could be blown
You
away.
slated it off in the last one. I said it basically just needs looking after and a bit of fettling, but you want to sell it now.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I want a brand new one.
No,
I'm
right.
going to try. I've seen they've been giving them out. Tony Boa and Fujinami have got full red
Get yourself
motors.
a 4RT
Have they?
Montesa.
Yeah, the red motor one looks so
They've
nice.
both got full not factory, but full red motor.
Yeah.
I'd guess 300s.
Yeah, no, I would like I want a new, even I'll buy it because they won't give me one, but I'll buy a new 250F. I want this year's 2022 Enduro version, and I'd enjoy riding it because the 250 motocross bike's good and it could easily be made good Enduro, but they've not got many in the country still.
There's not much of anything at the minute. There's major tyre shortage going on for
Loads of
enduro
keks.
bikes.
In your tyres there is as well.
Shitloads of keks. We've got all loads.
We've got keks in stock.
Yeah, we've got
How
loads.
long have we got stock of keks for?
I've just ordered more. They're on the way.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
so-
someone else said that.
Oh,
When's
you've-
new
in fact,
design's
you've-
coming out?
New design. Well, in fact, there'll be a new design out before this is out, probably tomorrow. 'Cause it's not currently out, but I will put one out tomorrow. But I've also ordered 35 new styles, and they're on the way. And included in that 35 new styles is 2 more new Billy's ones and 2 more of yours.
Yeah. Well, I've never had one before.
Well, yeah. Well, there's new styles coming, loads of them.
When will they actually be here, though?
They're due to ship in the 1st or 2nd week of April, and then
Oh, not long then.
depending how tight I want to be and how much the air freight is or how much the sea freight is, it'll either be 2 weeks or 4.
Not long at all then, really.
No.
That's quite cool.
If he's got to get rid of burn through all the
Yeah, but you've got
Other
more
ones,
to
he's
drop
got-
of the last bunch,
Yeah,
hasn't
still
you?
got loads to drop of them.
Someone has asked, how many championships does Kex have?
Oh, good question.
When did it start?
Billy's got 2 world championships.
2019 it started.
3 then. I've got.
I won a British
I've got-
Championship 19, MX Nationals 20.
4. We got 4.
I won British Championship in 19 also.
No, I've had 3 with Kex.
Have you?
Yeah.
Any other ones?
No,
Are we
he's
missing
trying
any
to
other?
think
Are we
of
missing
any
any
other-
other athletes?
Well, you two are the main athletes, but I'm just trying to think if we got any others. We nearly had one with Sam Lowe's, I suppose, but
Manny won. Manny was last year.
did
Manny a
Manny
Kex
win?
athlete?
I'll give Manny some stuff. In
Manny's,
fact,
Manny's probably cost more than we have.
Manny cost me a lot
I
of money.
see how
last
Paul
week.
Lamb put another picture up the other week. He was
Yeah, Paul
chest
Lamb.
out and booking his Kex on. He likes that.
Yeah, Paul Land's alright. He's sound. Manny, I sent some stuff to Manny, and he got strapped up for $150 worth of
Oh, someone else did. I sent them to.
import.
So Ed paid it.
I squared it up and then
Yeah.
claimed
Oh,
it
did you?
back. I claimed it back on UPS because I wrote on it specifically as a gift.
Did he give you it back?
Yeah.
That's fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't do that, actually. Vince did that from...
Oh, fair enough.
Well, Vince sent them. If you didn't know that Kex is
Can
on
we
a
knock
3
the eating
pound.
down at the DC air conditioning eating because I'm fucking roasting.
Well, take your hoodie off.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Someone's put wheels or doors. What does that mean?
Ah, don't even start.
That
Oh,
was
really?
the thing
Did
circulating.
you not see that? What is the more in the world? Wheels or doors?
Ah, no, I've not seen that.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Well, have a think. More wheels or more doors?
Just fucking hurt your brain thinking about it, wouldn't it?
Good answer, that Tommy. We don't need to touch on it anymore.
What would you say, though?
I can't even remember what I come up. I'll try to think
Doors,
about.
I thought.
Any thoughts on riding in Canada? You sort of touched on that, didn't you, a minute ago?
Yeah.
Maybe a thought of that.
Well, I'm definitely doing the race in Canada. Red Bull Outliers, I believe it's called.
That's the last round.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Hispania's the last round.
Oh, yeah.
Hispania's in October.
Someone has put here, for Tommy, how much difference does a full factory motocross bike make? I can touch on that and then we can talk about GPs for a minute.
It depends.
Um,
Depends how your head is. If your head's in the game, it make...
Nah, I think in motocross these days it's a big difference.
Motocross
Yeah,
is a
but you
huge
can
difference.
put loads of people on a factory bike that do shit.
No, but there's a big difference. It's almost
it'd
made my decision
do well
to retire.
to ride a stock bike. Well, not a stock, but a non-factory bike and do good though.
Obviously, it makes a difference. It's
The
working.
factory bike, where I can compare the two is when I was riding for Boss Kawasaki last year, and I know I had a lot of problems with Boss for different reasons. But when the bike was running, it wasn't a terrible bike. The
Did they like
suspension-
croissants?
They did, yeah. That was nice on the team. But although I had some problems throughout the year, that when the bike was running, I raced it in the British Championship. Suspension was decent when we got it set up, and in the end, the engine I just pretty much ran a standard engine, which a standard engine on a 450 is all right. But I didn't get, when I was starting, I was getting about 15th off the start every week. I'd get the odd good time in qualifying, and then I could sort of run with the guys 5th, 6th place just behind them for a little bit, then they'd edge away. The odd race I'd get top 10, majority of the time just outside the top 10, I think, results-wise. Sometimes 15th, 16th, and sometimes I just wouldn't finish at all. But, no, not because I pulled out. No, well, one time in Russia I did, didn't I? The bike broke, and then I says, look, enough's enough, lads, this is dangerous out here. And then I sort of spoke to them and says, what are we going to do? And they says, well, I don't know either. So we said we made the team decision to just not race. But then when I jumped on a factory bike, I actually was riding with a broken rib at the time, and I still got the whole shot in the first race I'd done on it, and then I finished 5th place, which was probably by far the best result I got all year. And I think my lap time was 0.1 off the best of the race, which was Tim Geyser, who won the heat race. And then I got 5th overall at the first GP. So the difference was huge in that case. And the factory Kawasaki was one of the best bikes I've ever rode. So I think at GP level, it's so important. I think you can go fast for one lap on any bike, but when you're going at that pace for 30 minutes, it's what are you laughing at?
This question I've just come across.
But
You
when you're going,
interrupted him now. It was a good answer.
It's a
but when
good
you're going
question.
fast for a long period of time, when you're on a factory bike, you can make less mistakes, or a small mistake is less costly because the bike picks up and so almost travels forward a lot easier. You miss out on like you can be in second gear or third gear,
Yeah.
where on a standard bike, production bike, your gearing and things are so crucial to get right, where you have a little bit more leeway as such on a bigger bike, so you go faster, easier.
Yep.
If that makes sense. So
No, I think that was a good answer, and I agree.
yeah, and after
Not that I've
riding it,
done many MXGP races, but
no,
I
but
feel
you
like-
can tell on a factory from a standard Husky now.
like
to a factory.
people, there's not a big difference, but then there is at the same time. Like
Yeah,
there's
exactly
there's
that.
a lot of to ride and initially feel there probably wouldn't be a big difference, but then like you say, when you start doing 20 minutes and then you start to get a little bit tired, and normally you'd be getting a little bit lazy and hitting a few more bumps, which you probably were skimming to start off with. The bumps then won't make as big of a difference, and you won't feel them as much. Whereas on a stock bike, you start getting a bit tired and the elbows come down and you start smashing into bumps and it starts bouncing you left, right and
Yeah.
centre. So then you use even more energy trying to counterbalance that, and like
And you just fall off that
but then you think about
toe a
it,
little.
it's probably on a factory bike, it's probably 4 people's job to make the bike better at doing that. Whereas when you're on a stock bike, it's literally no one. You're just there with your fucking screwdriver, turning a few clickers. Like, it's understandable why there is such a difference.
Say if the race I went to watch in the last round where you won the World Championship outdoor race, if you was to go around on a stock bike, you could probably do everything and get round just as quick for one lap.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you could, and I also think people need to realize, like, if everyone was on a stock bike, the results would be pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't make a difference in terms of like results wise. But I think like from that race particularly, you'd probably start when you start getting tired. I'd say our engine's a little bit smoother and a bit more power at the bottom. So when you start to get tired, you can kind of lay off the clutch a little bit and just use the engine to pull you up stuff. Whereas with a stock bike, it revs a bit faster and the clutch is a bit more on off and stuff like that. So then you've got to be a bit more precise. So then you'd probably start spinning up a lot more and the tree roots and things would affect you. Same with like suspension, stock suspension. When you start to go fast, it bottoms out a lot easier and there's not as much hold up in the fast section. So like I was obviously coming from being 6th place with my finger up my arse fucking around, like I was pushing on a little bit on the faster sections, and you just have like more security and more safety when you do, you know, you like come over the brow of a hill and think, oh fuck, there's a rock in the line there, whereas you can kind of just hit it, whereas on a stock bike you'd probably be,
Yeah, you'd want to get it perfect.
yeah, you'd have to be lifting your front wheel or ready for it. It won't, on my bike, it probably won't bounce you or knock you out of place or knock you off rhythm as much. So like, I mean, it just helps. It's just nicer. But like at the same time, like I say,
You can do it all on a standard bike.
Well,
You can
someone's
do
gone
it.
and spent a lot of time setting up your bikes.
that's what I mean. Also, standard
gonna be
bikes,
better.
like not, yeah, but yeah, it's someone's
Standard bikes
job.
are all good
It's
as
someone's
well.
job to make it like that specifically. Whereas when they're building a stock bike, you've got to think they've got to make a bike which a guy.
for a few like different people.
A guy who's 60 kilograms and a guy who's 100 kilograms can get on it and ride. You know what I mean?
But
Whereas
you're making, you test the bike, like you've been testing R&D bikes 2024, but at some point that's going to be the stock bike.
yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of for a lot of people, a stock bike would be very well set up. The problem, it's just obviously impossible to make a perfect bike for such a broad range of people. That's where when you get a factory bike, there's people there, and their job is to, okay, you're here, put the stock bike in, head the stock bike completely in that direction and exactly what he needs. Whereas a stock bike has such a broad range of what it's good for, it needs just channeled more.
What should everyone do when they get a stock bike?
In motocross,
Make it comfortable, I reckon.
yeah,
Bars,
comfortable.
foot pegs, just be comfortable.
Try to give you the
Go
K-Tech
training.
suspension.
go to K-Tech.
Okay.
Straight to K-Tech.
I feel
No,
like
but
bars
suspension's
and
important.
comfortable. Obviously, if they're tiny or they're massive, then they're probably going to need springs.
Yeah, bars. If you put great suspension on, but then roll your bars in, like
Also,
you're not going to be able to work with suspension.
that's why I said get comfortable.
No, get comfortable.
Hands and feet are what's in touch with the bike. They have to be comfortable.
But I could quite easily or not quite easily. You could win a race with a standard motor when I rode, or standard engine. When I raced Kawasaki, I raced in the British Championship, some races with standard engine. But you wouldn't race as such with standard suspension. So
I
if
agree.
out of the two...
that's a good
Out of the
that's a
two,
good point.
you would,
Enduro the same, I would have said. If
You could go to the British sprint.
If you only
could
had
go to the
the-
British race this weekend with a standard engine and win.
Yeah, if they only had budget for upgrade your suspension, upgrade your engine, I would pick suspension.
Especially 450. Your engine's good.
Shall I ask
What's
this?
your comical question?
My comical question was, if Ed was reborn, who would he rather come back as, Billy or Tommy?
That is a good question. I think I'd answer that.
I'd flip a coin. I say, oh, fuck, I don't know. I'll just flip
You
a
reckon?
coin. I'd rather be me.
Yeah, why? You don't want the stress of riding bikes every day.
Well, yeah, imagine the crumbling if he was in our bodies.
No, but he wouldn't crumble, would he? Because he'd be in our bodies.
But it'd be still him. He'd just be in our position.
Sometimes
Oh,
I just
what?
think...
Ed'd be there playing
No,
football with
he
his
has
head
to
on the
be-
start line in Germany last weekend. He'd be knocking it around at the back of the grid.
No,
going, why
you-
can't I do this super pole lap?
No, he has to be you.
Oh, okay.
Completely you or completely me. But to be fair, they've both got fucking big downfalls.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I keep whacking my fucking face on that and then scaring me.
I don't know who I'd rather be, to be honest with you. I think I'd flip a coin and just say, I'll be or I'll be.
But we've both got some upsides.
I was going to say neither of them particularly bad.
No, I'm quite happy with me at the minute.
There was another question that I've scrolled past that I wondered why you scrolled past it.
No one's been on your phone yet. Oh no, Tom
No,
has.
he
I have.
has.
Well, I think I'd just give the phone back. Well, how many vlogs you got coming out then? Since he's been with you for a week.
Three.
Three.
One's already out.
One's out, and then
Two
one's ready, and one hasn't been started yet.
Are you going to go back
No,
into the vlogs
no,
big
no.
time again?
Take that back.
One's ready. Has it been started?
The second one's nearly ready.
You've already done almost all three.
Yeah. Tell him about how proud he was when I was up at 7 a.m. when you were still hanging out your ass.
Vlog editing already.
I'd woke up to,
Yeah, but you don't wake up early anyway.
but this was 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but I
7
wake up
a.m.
at 6.
It's actually 6 if you count in UK time.
Yeah, but you've been in Europe for 4 days, so that doesn't count. But what were that? Was that first morning in Spain?
That was first morning in Spain, yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Yeah, but that don't surprise me. If Ed's got time, then he's editing. Do you know? He don't sit there and
And
do
he
nothing.
fucking
do you?
wakes up early. My God.
I woke him
me
up
strength.
so many times.
Yeah, you can lay in, but I can't lay in.
I cannot lay in.
I can't lie in though.
You could sleep till 8.
Easily.
Nah, uninterrupted, I'd probably still be up
Do you know,
before
right,
eight.
this on the way back, we was driving home, we set off from Barcelona on Wednesday at about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock after we'd fannied around. Then it got to about 6 o'clock and we were supposed to meet someone from his team to drop him off 2 frames, but they were still 3 hours away. So we said, oh, fuck that, we're not waiting. So then we set off, carried on again. Got to about 11, and on the dashboard of the van, it was saying, you'll get to Calais at 3 a.m. And he's like, let's fucking crack on. I'm like, why would we do that? Like, crack on, then go all through the night and get there at 6 in the morning, just be wanked out the whole day. I says, well, just stop. It'll be €60. We'll go to sleep. We'll wake up, crack on the next day. And then...
No, and I also wasn't against that option.
No, you weren't that against it.
I wasn't like trying
then-
to act like the big man, saying like, I'm refusing to stop.
The next morning at 7 a.m. when I woke him up and says, right, fucking let's get in the van. He looked at me like I was some... He's like,
No, he
well,
woke us up and then he wondered why I was like not particularly impressed with him within 10 seconds of my
What's
eyes
this,
opening.
Wednesday morning?
yeah, Thursday morning.
Yesterday morning.
I said, get in the van, let's go. I'll drive. And he was still
Wait, wanted
waking
to
up.
lay in?
Yeah, it's like, what fucking...
I didn't want to lay in.
No, I learnt that in the GPs. Before I used to fly out Sunday night, get an 11:30 flight home, get to Stansted at 1, get home at 4.
If I was flying, I wouldn't do that.
No, but then later years in the GPs when I get
But
back older, I just
even if
thought
it was
hotel,
a race,
morning flight.
I'm not in a rush to leave all that. It was... I see both sides to the argument, to be fair.
He also
If
put
you
the
do
fear
all
of God
night-
into me on Sunday night at midnight when he stood in an Irish bar in all his gear still, champagne on his t-shirt, boots on, knee braces, medal round his neck, pissed, and then he says, "Our flight's at 4 or no, what did you say, 6
I think
a.m.
I
or
said
something?"
2. No, I think I said 2, but it was actually 6.
No, anyway. He said, "Oh, we're gonna have to leave at 6 a.m." I'm like, "Fucking hell!" I didn't check the flight. I didn't even know.
Our flight was bad when we come to watch you at that fucking last race. I know that.
Early flights on the one. Well, to be honest,
Our flight was in the evening.
our flight could have been
Just the whole day. The whole
our
night.
flight could have been any time that day, and I'd have felt fucking horrendous when I woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get real on it?
Nah, no, it was Guinness when it was heavy.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I see Ryan Watson was FaceTiming me, and I just thought Ed and Guinness and Irish bar. He just wants to be in a nice
Ed wasn't loving life.
Ed's a
No,
nice
but Ed was-
establishment.
No, well, I had
the
a
few
drink.
hours before that, we stayed in the arena till we got kicked out the arena.
I'd had a drink the night before with Oakley, and that had done me. I was fucking finished.
Yeah, Ed
No,
can't
Ed
hack it
can
with
do
the,
Ed
with
can
the
do it
BB
all,
support
like,
club.
Your last outdoor race, Ed was the life and soul of the party.
It was living life, to be fair. But my tag along, my yes men are a rare bunch, to be fair.
They're
like
fucking
it's,
rare.
It takes
Funny.
It
Very
takes
funny.
some going doing two nights in a row with them lot.
Yeah, no way.
Very.
And
funny.
they were on strong form. We were in the arena until the race finished like 5-ish. And anyway, we were in the arena in the VIP area because the bar was still open and it was free till we got kicked out. I think about
Did they
8:30.
Was it an after party for the?
No, we were the only people in there.
Oh, so no, the race didn't throw like an after party.
It
this
was
one?
meant to, but it all got shut down because of COVID. Or the place wouldn't open, so it was all a bit of a nothing was really happening. But in the end, it was quite good. We were all just kind of in the bar this bar in the arena, and just
It was
not
fun.
even any music, but it was
I
just
didn't
great
really get all
times.
that on it on the Sunday night, but watching John and Andy Oakley, fuck me,
Unbelievable,
comical.
pair. Need
They're
a TV
mental.
show.
That-
They should have a filmer just vlog
Yeah,
their
they need-
adventures.
Their weekend would be a good vlog. A vlog of Andy and John's weekend. Fuck.
And then we had the full debrief from that weekend in Germany from both parties.
Yeah, I'm just knowing from that weekend. I've never met either of them before, and their weekend, wow, just wow. Like it'd be my worst nightmare what they done that weekend.
The pair of them, unbelievable.
Entertaining.
But anyway,
This is another one that's quite a good question. It is saying, I'm guessing they've watched your race reviews from last year, and it said, could you do some onboard race footage from the slow one, Ed, and Billy can narrate over it with tips and advice?
yeah, that'd be all right.
That'd
Wouldn't
be
it?
quite good, actually.
For me fucking it up.
We'd have to get Ed to a race. He only does a couple a year.
No,
he
but
hasn't used any of them tokens up yet this year, so we've still
No.
got some motivation in the tank.
Is
I don't know why the racing's gone. Why no races now?
it's just time, isn't it? Too much.
I suppose, but you don't.
I've seen
last year you stopped
18
riding
degrees
as
the
much.
weather forecast is for Rochdale this
I wanna
weekend.
Go to Rochdale this weekend.
Oh yeah.
18 degrees the weather forecast.
I don't
I'd
want
That's a
come up there on
once in a
Sunday.
lifetime opportunity to be in Rochdale
I can
in Whitworth
vlog it
in a
again.
t-shirt.
You could ride it and I'll vlog it.
No, fucking hell. We're in a bad weekend. I don't really do that as well.
But that's a once in a lifetime opportunity to be in Calm Quarry in your t-shirt, I reckon.
No, not for
It's
me.
going to be dry.
18 degrees the weather forecast.
Yeah, it'll
Dusty
say that, and then you'll
shithole,
get
so the
there.
wet
It'll be
shit.
very dusty and it'll be windy, so the dust's going to be very bad. But
Oh, this is the question I've skipped by that I wanted to ask you, because I think that both of you will have good ideas for this. Is there a way that Billy can use his status and bring super enduro to the UK?
well, I was actually just having a conversation about this morning with someone, and I'm pushing hard for it to happen because a few people have tried a little bit in the past, but I don't feel like the sport had the presence or the following from the British people like it does now. I think at the moment it's in a pretty strong place, especially in England, and from the following and support I get, I don't see how.
There was British fans, quite a few British fans.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I mean. I don't see how a British arena, like a Sheffield-size arena, wouldn't sell out or wouldn't sell enough tickets from the following it's got at this moment in time. Plus, you think about the amount of hobby people. There's 30 hobby riders in Germany. And for them, I think it would be a sick weekend as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're in the pits, they're behind the scenes of the arena. I think it has a lot of potential. I was actually speaking with someone this morning about trying to push to make it happen, because I think if it's ever was going to happen in England, it needs to be now in the next few years while the sport's in such a
Even if it
strong
wasn't
position.
part of the championship.
No, I think it needs to be, though.
Well, yeah, it'd be
to
good
get
if it
the
would.
factory support.
Yeah.
The problem is, to come to England for a one-off race is expensive for teams
Yeah.
and for factories, and you're going to have to pay riders and help teams get here. Whereas if it's part of the championship, you've got them anyway. So, despite obviously it's a big upfront
Oh, I know what you're
cost.
saying. Yeah, instead of paying people to come, they come in.
Exactly, it's
Do
a
you know
big
what would be
upfront
good?
cost to be part of the championship, but that means you're going to get the riders and the teams there.
It'd be good if you could have
Supercross one night.
A 2-nighter, yeah, and have an arena
that's what
cross.
we talked about. That's
And
not the
then,
same bloke. Are you the same bloke you're talking to? No.
No, not at this. No, but I've spoke to them in the past.
You got any more of them?
Yeah. You can have that one.
I've spoke to them
Why
in the
are we
past
all
as
so
well.
Fucked? Your throat's fucked now.
I haven't been right since Sunday.
Yeah, I haven't been particularly right since Sunday, to be honest.
I'll say Saturday.
But nah, I think it does need to happen in the next.
I agree. The
next
profile,
year, because it's so much potential for it to go really big. And then, I know next year's got 7 rounds for the championship.
there was 30 riders from the UK that went to that race of yours.
No, 30 in Germany in the hobby class. There was 30 people. There was 3 groups in practice of hobby class. So like, I don't see why they couldn't. There would be, to me, if I was one of them, I would think it's a great weekend. Obviously, you don't get the most riding time, but at the same time, it's how often do you get a ride in a stadium? Whatever, like
I think the hobby class in the UK would be big.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's,
I think you'd fill it with Brits.
and I think you'd fill the stadium
I'd do it.
because of exactly.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But do it properly. Like you need it.
You would.
Yeah,
No, I would next year.
yeah. You
I reckon-
settle down.
No, but from my point of view, the presence and how much you've raised the profile in enduro and extreme is mad. Like I've said it to a few people before, it's huge. The interest in it, and even from the motocross rider side, we would have never watched enduro. I used to, when Johnny came around a little bit, think, oh, Johnny's racing, but what you've done from there to now is massive. So I think the 100% it could do a thing, and even if it crossed over and you had Supercross one night, enduro the next, as a one-off event, whether that, I think it can work either way.
Yeah, I think it could work either way, but I think that also just the championship in general is in a pretty healthy position and got a lot of potential to grow. Like I say, I think if it was ever going to happen, it does need to be now, and I'm pushing to try and get something going, because I think it's.
How can we help you with the push?
Oh,
wait, let me ask this: does every event have a different promoter, or is it the same voter for the whole
It's the
series?
same promoter, just event organisers. Like the championship, there's a championship promoter, and then each event is run by itself. So obviously there's a
bit like MXGP.
Yeah, same as MXGP. Obviously not quite that level. They're same set, but the same setup. Like they bring the live stream. They bring some sponsors. They bring whatever. You've just obviously got that upfront cost, which is a lot. Which when you take into account, I know UK stadiums or arenas are expensive and stuff like that, but I just think if they did it properly, like have the boxes in the stadium and VIP tickets and like go all out and do a proper event. I just don't see how going off the following it gets just from like my social media and stuff from British people. I don't see how it wouldn't work. Which fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I think it would be good to have a British round, especially since like British riders are first and second in the championship this year.
Yeah,
It's just got health, like you said, it's a healthy series now.
Yeah, it's got a lot of potential, and
the amount of people that turn up, say at Cowan this weekend, it's big.
that's what I mean. And I feel like
Half of them now, the extreme side of it's way bigger than it was 5 years ago.
yeah, definitely.
So,
Well, vlogs and stuff weren't about like in the past either. I know people have tried to do events before and it didn't really work, and they didn't. I don't think they were. Well, I'm pretty confident they weren't very profitable. But I just think the times have changed now, and it's so much easier to promote events and to promote things. And obviously, I'm going to be on board with it and do whatever I can to help out and stuff like that. So
we're going to do a 3-part track build.
Yeah, we'll do a track
I
build.
like a track build.
Ed loves.
Are we going to change our track up here then? That we're going to get rid of the
Yeah,
If
think
we can get some sponsors to do it,
we
maybe
need to-
you should have a word with the Red Bull lot.
Yeah, well, we've talked about bits and bobs already. I think it needs to be like a bit still. I want to make it so if worst comes to worst, like if I do go to America for the enduro course, it's going to be summer here, so I can't actually. It's actually going to be practicable. So I want to make it so tighten up the difficult parts and make it so it's like there's still like a lap if I do want to ride it, but then also make just like a fun cruisy track everyone can ride with some like nice jumps and
a
few little. Put like
To be fair, the track I had there before was quite nice.
Yeah, well, I was saying to Ed the other day, I'd probably ride.
You'd
that,
way
if
rather
that was,
ride that.
If that was still there, I'd have rode that more than I've ever rode on my track.
But did I build that? No, someone come and built it for
You
me.
definitely didn't build it
Someone
because I've
didn't
seen a
build it.
picture of it from the drone after it was done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad boy. This is a question which we can't really give the answer to, but we can do something else. When are you guys going to do a giveaway meet and greet with the one and only 2 Pro 1 Slow crew?
I seen on Tommy's phone there was ride day questions.
Yeah, well then I was thinking, what about ride day? Because that's how we did that
100%.
last year.
We need to do a ride.
I think we need to do 2 separate ones: a motocross one and an enduro one.
No, same place though.
Where are you going to do an enduro one?
Well, anyway,
put a
we'll
log up
do
at
count
Fatcast.
whatever. But like just a day out.
Don't get a DJ one at an enduro place because you'll be fucking in the woods for 3 hours. He'll be
Well,
playing to
no,
himself.
because you just have an open. People come in and out, whatever.
I think
I think it could work.
enduro. You could do both, but the enduro one
No,
was
what
fun.
I
What we
actually
done at
thought.
Apex with the little enduro.
Well, actually,
bit.
in fact, no, I'm not going to give my details. I'm not going to give away. I've got a cool idea which I think could work.
Oh, don't tell anyone.
No, I'm not.
Good point.
I'll tell you when we're finished.
Can you tell me now and I'll cut it?
No,
Please?
no.
Well, you'll forget to tell us.
Don't
I
think
won't-
anyone's going to
I've-
do it.
I don't know. I'm not trusting you.
All right, fuck you.
But the ride day was so fun.
Yeah, no,
last year.
we'll definitely do more.
I reckon.
In fact, I'm still out of pocket from that ride day, I do believe.
Moving on.
Aren't we all?
Me and Ed, what's happening with that?
No, just come on. Quick fire, these were.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was probably one of the best things we did last year.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I
And I
reckon
still
so.
get people now.
I'm sure you
When's
did,
the
you
ride
fucking
day?
quids in.
Moving on.
With Red Bull being, well, I'll read the whole question. The Red Bull thing, will that affect Billy's vlogs, etc., given that RB Media House can be so strict?
No.
Nah, I think if anything, it'll help them. They'll probably get more race footage. They were always good with me anyway, to be fair. Like, I think when Rockstar first came on board with Husky, Red Bull were a bit dubious about filming them in the GoPros on the helmet. But I think in the last couple of years, they haven't actually cared about it anyway. There's a lot less beef between the energy drinks, I think, than people think.
Yeah, but Rockstar are more strict than Red Bull.
Yeah, for in terms of, like...
Dean is real.
Yeah,
He's so strict with
yeah.
me.
No, I mean that's actually very true. Like
He couldn't even post a picture of me with Monster.
yeah,
Really?
No, like on Instagram, he couldn't used to post up if it had another brand of energy anywhere in the picture.
that's too far in it. Like,
Especially when you're racing people.
so
He wasn't allowed to get passed by an energy drink rider. They go mental.
Anyway, my vlogs won't be affected. They're happy with what I do. Want to continue
That's why
what I do.
they've
They will
sponsored
actually want to help. In fact, make them better. So more of the same.
I got a bonus from Monster for my vlogs.
Oh, I've got.
Did you really?
I've
Fucking hell, where is it? Send it my way.
No, I
You
didn't,
fucking
didn't
dropped
really.
yourself. You dropped yourself.
Didn't
in
really.
Whose vlogs are they?
Just messing. Come on.
No, seriously, did you? Oh, you didn't disclose that information.
I was going to say, when did that? Well, we're in the 4th month of the year anyway, so you've been sitting
No,
on that a while.
Last year.
Oh, so you kept
Exactly.
it secret for 4 months?
No, I told you.
Did you bollocks? I'm going to delete your channel. When are we going to see some interviews from the British in the Kex chairs?
Who said that then?
That was meant to be our fucking studio.
Yeah,
That's why I was sat on this
excited
fucking
about that.
desk.
Well, that's why the new studio's not ready. I give the chairs to the British Championship because that was actually originally the part of the deal with sponsoring the British Championships. I ordered 6, only 3 were ready, and the other 3 aren't ready yet, which I've then since made them 3, ordered 3 more, so there'll be 9 in total.
Yeah, they are nice.
What, you gonna fancy selling them? Going to go into the
so
furniture
many,
industry?
So many people did ask to buy them, but it's just logistics of selling them. I might sell one, I don't know. I might give one to someone. If someone impresses me, I might give one away.
What do you mean impress you?
I don't know, like a young rider or something.
You have to do a lot to impress you these days.
You like being damed lots, don't you?
Do a stoppie. Any stoppie impresses me. I like stoppies.
Used to lose €100 for my vlog. I watched it on the way here and thought, oh, you haven't got that yet.
Did you like that vlog?
Oh, first bit drags on a bit, but I think it'll be all right.
What's that? His second blog?
Yeah, this is his tour of S3 and his Red Bull photo shoot.
Well, because there's actually interesting shit going on, and we do such a terrible job of explaining the
Wow.
good part, but be right, won't it?
It's there if they want. Skip it if you
Life will
don't.
go on. The photo shoot bit's good.
I thought we was keeping these a bit shorter this year. Not that I'm not enjoying myself. Nice to be with my mates again.
Have you missed us?
Yeah,
Definitely
I actually
has.
thought with the sun out now, like it's summer, not summer, obviously, we're probably rain next week, but sun out and then everyone back. It's just good, isn't it?
Yeah. When the sun's out,
Like when you walk
England
through that door,
does-
your sunglasses on, your hat on, it's just fucking funny.
Right. Someone's asked, who is Jeff? 'Cause they've obviously seen him in a video.
We're back in then, so do you not want to...
Yeah, no, we're back in, straight in. No.
Who's Jeff?
Who is Jeff?
Jeff's the man.
That's what someone's asked. They've obviously seen him in one of your vlogs.
Oh, Jeff the gardener. Jeff.
He's not Jeff the gardener, he's Jeff. Jeff's like my second dad.
Yeah, Jeff. That's what I mean.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff.
But they might know him
Jeff.
as- So Jeff's like...
Jeff.
How would you explain Jeff? Well, he's
Jeff.
like your second dad, yeah.
Well, I've known Jeff
Jeff.
since I was born. He was a very skilled woodworker, and he was supposed to...
Dad's
not
best
supposed
friend?
to. Yeah, my dad's best friend. And then he didn't want to do woodworking anymore when my dad passed
Jeff
away.
would be a good guest. He's a fucking got some funny stories of coming around the world.
He started working for us guys here. He's brilliant. Does everything. Helped us build the Super Enduro track.
Yeah, Jeff lives the dream. I'd quite like to be a Jeff when I retire.
Yeah, I'd like to be a Jeff. He's got some funny Latvia destinations. Jeff,
He's done some travelling to watch you.
yeah, he has. Jeff, John, and Gary used to live the fucking dream. Bless them.
Did. When are we going to see Billy on a trials bike in a video?
Or when I did questions of the
Oh,
day,
that's
there was
quite good
fucking
one.
loads of
Yeah,
that.
but it can't.
It's a conflict of interests in it.
Why? Husqvarna.
They don't make one. I mean, they still probably wouldn't care that much.
Well, they surely might let you on a gas gas, maybe.
I think they wouldn't be too bothered, to be honest, for a little segment of a
No, I'd
video.
quite like to see you on a trial bike and you Lycra in it.
And he gets all frustrated because he's not
You're a
in
big man
time.
for Lycra now, surely.
It's big at the time, to be fair.
Actually, motocross gear's that tight now.
I was
It's
going
no
to
tighter
say,
than Lycra.
my pants from S3 are the same material as the trials pants. Well, a lot of it's made up of the same material as the trials pant.
Nah, it's sometimes bits thinner trial stuff.
Their trials pant is on the thicker side, to be fair.
Oh,
Yeah, he just gets frustrated on a trials bike.
I done a coaching day. No, with your load of kids from
Yeah,
trials.
how was that actually? That was any
In
good.
fact, tell us about your training day today where everyone turned up wearing his merch.
Good, that.
Let me chuck this sweet on the floor again. Yeah, I done a training day today in Apex. I've had such a good day training, actually. People really was chuffed with it. So, but yeah, loads of people had kecks on, and then 3 people had Billy Bolt tops on. A couple of them said, I've had to buy this one because you've not got merch, and they weren't really enduroers, but they still had your merch on, so you got the payment, didn't you? But no, they enjoyed the training day, had Bill's merch on. The other half of them had Keck's merch on. I had such a good day. But I done a training day with Jack Price.
Yeah, full trials group, Ed.
Yeah, I've seen
Six,
that. He's
was
trying
it
to
six
drag
of
me
them?
along.
6 all trials
Yeah, I
riders?
did. I asked Ed to come. He needs to ride more, doesn't he? So I said, come and ride.
Yeah,
Always do,
we
really.
need to try and get Ed. I'm going to try and get Ed a Husky 150 from Husqvarna UK. That's my
2-stroke?
job. Yeah.
Motocross bike.
Motocross 2-stroke. That'd be quite
Do I
nice.
want one of them?
You said you fucking did.
Remember your days in America on the old 2-stroke? You was the boy.
Yeah, I used to think I was the man. I used to
was.
ride Max Anstey's 125. Think I was the fucking boy.
Tearing up Star
I think
West
you'd
in
enjoy
Paris.
that for days out when we all go to the track.
Yeah, I
125,
agree.
150.
Yeah, I do agree. Get one.
Will
for
it
him.
come for free?
Well, I'm going to try that. I meant to do it last year, but I never got round to it.
Can't you say it's for you and we'll give it back?
Well, I thought we get it, put team graphics and stuff on it, make a video of me riding around on
Yeah,
it.
that'd be
They
a
can
good
use
video.
it, whatever, and just say Ed's going to use it for a bit. It's going to be in Tommy's vlogs, their vlogs. It's good for them at the end of the day, innit?
Yeah, it won't get used a lot, but
No, but I think you'd
I
enjoy
think you'd
it.
enjoy it, man.
Some
I
tracks,
would.
good
Do you know-
fun.
do you know
innit,
what
with
I'd-
When we
summer
make
riding.
the Super Enduro track a bit more
Yeah,
flowy
I'd
and a
enjoy
few
that.
more jumps and
do you know what
nice
I don't
berms.
enjoy? One thing I do not enjoy about riding motorbikes in general is all the bullshit that comes with it of driving to tracks.
Yeah, but it's just part of
I
it.
know, it's just fucking hell.
Well, you don't have too much of a fucking drive if you didn't want to.
Well, I can't
A
ride my
2-stroke
track.
round net. Why? Because the jumps.
Well, you've ruined it. You've made it under
That's what I'm saying. We're going to
Yeah,
make
but
the
I
other
reckon
one.
we can also tame stuff. You jump all them jumps
Yeah,
anyway.
the big jump there now is not even that. The only one on a 125 would probably be odd is
You would jump every single one of those
The
jumps
one
on
by
your
the
old
hedge.
Kawasaki when you had it.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't had a bit of time off.
Mate time. Fucking hell, it's good fun, isn't it, riding bikes?
All right. Well, I'll have a go then this week.
Yeah. Well, you've not got a bike. You need a bike. You need a motocross bike because it's not fun riding your bike around a motocross track. I do agree that.
No, terrible. Terrible idea.
So our next one of these, we're gonna.
We'll do
how
one
are we
next
gonna
week.
do it? We're gonna.
No, I should try and do next week because I think he'll be going off on Enduro GP duty soon. Is get Nathan in
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
and talk about his Romaniacs days.
Oh, should we try and get it set up in the new studio?
Well, wherever. I'm
Nathan
pretty
be
sure
good.
he'll be going to Italy I think there's an Italian Championship. Might even be next weekend.
What have you got on there next week? Have you got a lot on?
No, I've got to go. I'll get my wrist looked at on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Thought it was Saturday.
No, it's Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Monday, but I've already got plans for Monday. Tuesday free. But I'm probably going to be at stands all the week anyway, so I can do any day.
All right, okie dokie.
Night, evening, morning. Well, flexible. Other than Wednesday, which I'm going to get my wrist looked at Wednesday afternoon.
Okay. There's quite a few questions on here regarding your 610. What are you doing with
Ed's
it?
in charge, so ask Ed.
Have I been handed the baton?
Ed's fully in charge.
Fucking hell. All right. Well, I'm going to get it fixed for him.
If you want a sponsor
broke
any
then?
parts, well, we don't know. It's probably not going to start, to be fair, because we didn't start it after I washed it.
It just needs looking at, doesn't it?
It will be put back together, and I will do a race on it at some point. But now Ed's in charge. If you've got any bits for it, or you think you could be of any use, knowledge, or parts,
Or got some money? Is that what you...
we've got logo space. We've got plenty of logo space, but
Are you allowed to put your own logos on, or Husky want their team sponsors?
nah, for that thing they wouldn't.
No, they'd be sound, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I've got...
Did you
there was
see?
a
Have you
question
seen?
on-
In fact, bit off topic, but have you seen this bike that is a new Husky, but it's not the same year as my 610, but they've made it look like an old one, and I think it actually looks sick.
I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
You showed me yesterday.
I can't find it anymore, so you're not going to see it.
I know what you can do to...
Oh.
Oh, I'm a bit upset that I've lost that.
I know what you can... not entertain us. I know what you can tell us next, Bill. The vlog that's coming out about your photo shoot and your visit to S3, in that vlog, you said there is a competition
Nice.
to design you some new S3 kit.
Yeah, we can talk about that, yeah.
So what happens there?
So,
Well, you're not allowed to make none of it anyway.
yeah, we are.
No, there's a competition to make some for the round
I'm
3.
working on
2.
Yeah, but you've
pushing
got
the
loads of stuff you want to make. So what they're
Yeah,
going to
no.
there must be some rules to it. You've got to have it white and blue.
No, you can have it more colours, and I'm allowed to go a little bit mad for a couple of rounds. Don't want to push the ball out too much. I've already had quite a bit this year going on, but
Was that hard to get through?
I wasn't expecting it to happen. Put it that way.
Oh.
So that's why it makes it even more sweet. But anyway, so I'm obviously with S3 now. We had a tour of the factory. There's a vlog probably coming out similar time to this podcast. And basically, one thing we're trying to get across from the vlog is that they make everything there in-house, which means turnaround times are pretty fast. Like, we can literally design a set of kit, have it made that day, be ready the next day, pretty much. So to kind
30
of...
minutes, you said?
Well, stitched together in 30... No.
Stitched together in a minute?
Yeah, no, 30 seconds. Oh, whatever we said, it was fucking impressive. So anyway, we launched a competition. There's like a blank template for a set of kit. Have a go at design it. Do it however you want. Pencil, crayon. If you've got an iPad, do it on Procreate or on Illustrator, on a laptop, computer. Go as mad as you want. Can be amazing, can be super shit. We're just not sure what criteria we're going to pick the winner of, but we want as many designs as possible just to have, and we're going to pick the best one. It's probably going to use it at round 2 in Serbia. It may get pushed back to a later round, but that's what I'm aiming for anyway. That's in about 2 months' time. So yeah, just a cool opportunity. Make the most of the flexibility that S3 have and the fast turnaround time. And obviously, think of me when you're designing it. Like, put yourself in my shoes. Think of something I'd like. Don't just... Well, do what you want, really, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they get the gist.
You having a go?
Yeah, I will, actually.
You're
see a
pretty good
couple
at designs, aren't you? You did a lot of input into your stuff.
No, I did in the end, I thought, didn't I?
Well, yeah, but it took a fucking while to get there.
I find that I struggle with that.
We've
sort
had
of thing, to be honest.
we've had our designer in a headlock.
Has he delivered this week?
No.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan Watson's. He said to me at the weekend he came to Germany. He said he doesn't get enough credit for the jobs he does. I says, well, you don't need credit, you need cash. And we said to him, we've got plenty of work for you to do. Crack on with it.
Well, he takes so long, bless him. He does. He's so good, isn't he?
He's so fucking
He takes
good.
up more. Ben said he don't want to say no, so he takes on so many jobs, and that's why he holds himself up, because he's so busy and he has a full-time job.
He's so
So you can
but he's
understand.
so fucking good.
Yeah, he's so good. But I mentioned on the S3, I see Callum Green, who had his S3 gear on. he was telling me about the company and how good it is, and his gear looks trick. I've seen it a few since you've had it.
Like they're pretty new, obviously very new in enduro world and stuff like that. So, but they're really keen to do stuff, make changes, try stuff out, get stuff right. Like I'm still using all prototype stuff at the minute, and then eventually when we do start selling like a signature line or whatever, it'll be kind of with what I'm using. But I'm still changing stuff. Like every time I still get like a new set of.
No, but I see. Okay, sorry about that. For fuck's sake. I see a couple of lads that come in my riding school. Had S3 gear, but it looked trick.
No, the stuff at the minute's good. Don't get us wrong. You
fit them real well.
Yeah, you can buy a set of plain black pants, and I think there's like 6 different colour tops to choose from. So it's
they had black and red bottoms, I think.
No, it'd be black bottoms, red top, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, black and red. I've seen some as well at the weekend.
It was trick, honestly.
Oh yeah, well, anyway, there
was like a premium line, another line, because 2 of the riders had it. One had the cheap one had the better one. The better one looked real.
They're still very, very new to the enduro world, anyway. But they're making a big effort, which is good, which is nice. I'm really happy so far. So far, so good. There's some.
I think it looks smart.
They come up with some designs for some gloves, just some signature gloves. Me and Ed were flicking about on the computer with, and they look pretty good. Happy with them. Don't know when they're going to come out. So
we upset all the designers. We was crowding over their backs, going, "Change this, do that, move that."
Yeah, Bill gets a bit. You know what you want, don't you?
Yeah, I like to put a lot of effort into it and be happy with it. I wouldn't ever want to do something. Happy with that?
My throat's getting sore again.
So anyway, I like to make sure I'm happy with it before rattle fucking crack a dackadoo.
Better than me coughing down the mic.
So that was good. If you want to get this template and design my kit, anyway, you can find the link to it'll be on like a Google Drive or WeTransfer file in the description of my vlog, which is titled. We're not sure of the title, but the thumbnail says Red Bull photo shoot. Oh, it'll be in this one.
I'll put it in this one.
We've done no voice note mail. I'm guessing we haven't got any.
No voice
note. They can go on the Anchor website, app, however you go on Anchor, and leave us a voice note, and we'll answer some of them because we like doing that usually, but there's none for today.
Yeah, just go on the Instagram 2Pro1Slow and click the link in the bio and it'll take you straight to it.
Well, we need to make this more regular again, don't we?
Yeah, we'll do another one next week.
We'll get one next week. Maybe even 2. Could get one beginning of next week. And I fly to Israel Friday night, so...
I think next week with Nathan...
One with Nathan would be good, I think.
Good.
We also want to try and get Dave Thorpe and Jake Nichols on here because they've been riding up here quite a bit, but we'll probably avoid Dave for a week or two. I was going to say,
you could maybe do a couple of races before...
We need to be friends again.
You need to do a win again.
Yeah, if I win, I reckon we could ask him. I've not asked him anything this week. I just let it all peacefully move on swiftly.
When's your next race?
Next race got quite a big race. We've got from Fat Cats to the next one. There's 3 weekends with no races, and then it's Fat Cats. So
Fat Cats is the next British.
No, sorry, Fox Hills.
I was going to say you best get yourself back there if it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I will get back there before there is a race at Fat Cats
lately. It's been taken over by.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know what's going on
constantly.
Really. My next race is Fox Hills in 3 weeks from now. But there is another race at Fat Cats in July, so I will have to butt my ideas up and put a bit of time in there. But I'm quite confident I can turn it around there. But other than that,
wonderful. What you got doing, Ed? Were you busy?
Well,
you can do me a vlog on that soon because obviously
I was expecting to throw this out before now.
But obviously, people wanted to see it at the weekend, even though it's shit. And I carried on filming at the weekend.
Well, why can't you still put it out?
Well, no, that's what I mean. I said to Xcast, he was like, "Oh, you still want to put one out?" I said, "Well, people have good days, bad days. You can't just fucking." Well, that's up to you.
But if you wanted, we're going to miss another Monday. So unless we do something over the weekend.
What? He's got one.
Well, yeah, either that. Or
but I'm not sure yet.
Put his GoPro on as well. There's surely enough for a vlog.
I only put GoPro on for a hot lap. I didn't put it in a second race.
Was it hot?
We actually need to do that Insta 360 vlog because you've got an Insta 360 video to make.
Well, we can come up. I can prep the track. Insta 360 be quite good.
Also, need to take your photos in this merchandise sooner rather than later.
Big weekend then,
aren't you?
Got a new laptop as well.
Yeah, and then I get your old one and I can start learning.
Bill tried to steal my new one off me.
No, Ed offered it to us and now he's took it back off us.
I didn't offer it to you.
You did offer it to us.
I said, take it if you want it. And you just said, yeah, have it. And then
Why would you say take it?
And then he said, are you sure you want it?
You've waited fucking 5 months.
Yeah, but that's the sort of nice lad I am. I told him to order one, but he didn't because he said, I'll have to fucking wait. But now he's waited the same amount of time. But anyway, We did a coin
It's
flip.
annoying that there's such a weight on laptops. Why is that fucking
It's
happening?
not. If you want to go and buy one in the shop, you can.
I want a 64 gigabyte of RAM and 2 terabyte SSD.
Respect, why not?
Yeah, same as me.
No.
What does that mean then?
Bigger memory card and faster processor.
Fucking hell!
Use your
Can
brain.
you end it on that?
I tell you
note?
what, that was fucking good. And some of the stuff, I've surprised myself there, like I did on this coaching day. Some of the stuff I come out with today and the riders were doing, they was like, no one's ever told me this. I've been on so many days, and the way you've explained it is, I'm riding around like I'm floating around the track. And I was watching them, I was like, these lot have improved so much. I was fucking so impressed with myself, like I was then. But
Well done, Tom.
let's wrap it up then.
Very well done.
Thanks for watching again.
Thanks for watching.
We've still not got a sponsor for this, so no doubt sponsored by Kex again. on
Sponsored by Kex. Sponsored by Billy Boat merch. Come on, buy that.
No, Tommy
Yeah,
Selber.
no, Billy Boat merch.
Now I actually said to Billy on the way home.
Can
the
we
other
put
day,
some pictures up of my merch on this so we can get it out
Give
there
a
as well?
fuck.
No, come on. Yours has been plastered about everywhere. I even wore yours.
Yeah, well, you should get
Yeah,
some
mine
of my
was a bit
size.
small, yeah. This will be my first ever merch since I had one top with number 2 on it when I rode the KTM.
I'll tell you what, this is how we
and
can
I actually
end it.
see it in a garage in Ashby last year. Wore bloke had number 2 on the back, massive orange t-shirt, terrible thing that the KTM stall sent. And I was driving out the garage and I looked over and I thought, I'm sure that's one of my t-shirts. And I couldn't even remember what it looked like. Anyway, the bloke had Searle wrote on the back and a massive number 2. And
How did the sales
I
go
reckon
on
he's
that?
bought it from a fucking Oxfam shop, like a second-hand shop. I actually shouted to him, so
Do you
I
have
could see
any-
who it was. No, it's just 2008 that was.
But
Would they have sold? How many did you sell? Did you say?
yeah, did you?
No, it wasn't owned by me. It was it
Oh,
was
from in the power
sold from,
pots.
like Kinney, yeah, in the power parts thing.
Why don't we quickly wrap it up with the final thoughts on, or final whatever you want to call it? How paranoid has he been about spending money on merch?
Yeah, please go and buy his merch just to fucking make sure he sleeps at
Well, it's
night.
quite a hard thing.
It's took him 2 months just to press order.
No, I got round to it, but it's quite hard thinking that people would want to buy your stuff. That's what I find. Like you're still winning at world level.
No,
do you know
well,
what I mean?
even
It's
so,
different.
I must admit, when it comes to press order on mine, I went, oh.
It wasn't about spending money. I just find it, I don't know, it's just quite that someone would wear your T-shirt around sort of thing.
It's funny. I think that even when I
Mine
walk
are
around at
quite
the British
neutral.
Championship.
The stuff like I said
It's proper
today.
neutral, isn't it?
No,
go
not
on,
this
get it.
one,
Go
it's
on, give us a
plenty.
good show.
Well,
of it
I'll
all.
pick one now. I'll pick one.
Bring it all over.
No, but like that Ride Motor hoodie, the other T-shirt, they're things that
These are all going to come in kid sizes, not the hoodies.
bring them 2 hoodies over.
Oh, it's over there, Bill.
Ed put it. Why didn't you wear that? Too small for you?
Yeah, I sent the wrong size.
No, that's a large, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
So you got that one. You said this was your worst
To be
one.
fair, this one is neutral. No, well, I just thought it doesn't. It's only got the hunt. Whoa, nearly had ice everywhere.
So you got Ride 100 on the back. Grab that other one the one with the Ride 100 and the yellow 100 one.
The hoodie.
So you just want them all?
Yeah, he wants them all.
Oh no, we don't have to show them all. I'm getting a bit fucking greedy, aren't I? We can wrap this up. Fucking hell. His gammy foot tripped up on the Hoover. He's gone down. You're right. His bad wrist. Fuck. That's just to sell my merch for me. We've got that one as well.
Oh, you can spill this thing all over.
It's like a yellow 100. This is getting messy now. So I've got a bit of stuff that's yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's come up. This is the first day I've seen it. I literally drove over here today, arrived today, so quite good. But Bill just crashed. Time to wrap it up.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
That's it a bit.